All the yogis and ascetics have emphasized on only one fact, that the essence of life cannot be realized with the help of the rational mind, and where the extent of the brain ends, that of the heart begins. Lalita was a close friend of Radha. She had to take birth 25 times in order to achieve what Radha did in her very first birth. Radha and Lalita both loved Krishna, and Krishna too was showering both of them equally with his divine love. Then what was the reason that Radha attained salvation in that very life, while Lalita had to take birth 25 times? The main reason behind this was that the ego of Radha had been humbled. She believed that Krishna could not love anyone else other than her. She thought that if Krishna loved her, then he loved only her and no one else, and that it did not matter if he always remained surrounded by so many gopis, because Radha was only one. There could not be several Radhas. Krishna could look at others but could never form an image of someone else in his heart. This was because Radha had subdued her ego and had lost herself in her love. This process of losing one's ego, one's false pride, is the way to stop the brain from useless arguments. Lalita was egoistic. Although she was a good friend of Radha, she had spent her childhood with Radha and she went wherever Radha would go, but Lalita's rational mind always forced her to think, perhaps Krishna loves Radha more. Krishna is closer to Radha. He likes her more than he likes me. When he plays his flute, he does so to captivate Radha and not me, and so on. And this logical mind of Lalita did not allow the feelings of her heart, her love, to come out in the clear. Lalita could not realize the essence of life, and hence she was born again and again and again. And then, in her 25th birth, she became famous as Meera. On being born as Meera, all her ego, her vanity was vanquished. Her logic was subdued, and she said, Giridhar Gopal, Lord Krishna is my only love. I know no one else. I have only one God, one thought, one perception. I know only one, and that is Krishna, who wears a crown of peacock feathers and is my only companion. I know only Krishna. In the whole world, there is no other man. There is only one man, and he is Krishna. She completely wiped out her ego, and on achieving this, she became fully devoted and went into a state of dhyan, meditation, thus attaining salvation. Her soul fused with the divine, and she attained the state called salvation and the state called realization of Brahma. I have deliberately taken this example here to make it clear that a person can achieve the realization of Brahma in one single life through dhyan. If there remains even some ego in a person, then he has to take birth again and again. This ego may be subdued after 2 births, or maybe after 3 births. Maybe it could take another 20 births. Radha achieved this state in only 1 birth and fused her soul fully with Brahma. She lost her identity in the love of Krishna and became one with him. Thus, where there is ego, there is no Brahma, there is no divinity, and there cannot be true joy.